It is my honor to welcome parents, family members, teachers, administrators, members of the Board of Education, and the CEO of Lorain City Schools, Mr. David Hardy, as well as distinguished guests to the 2018-19 Lorain High National Honor Society induction ceremony. If you will please stand for the presentation of the colors by the Lorain High School JROTC and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by National Honor Society member Selena Vasquez. Tonight's color guard consists of the following cadets: Cadet Private First Class Sierra Worthy, Cadet Staff Sergeant Elbalee Ruiz, Cadet Captain Solomon Liskey, all under the command of Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Sarah Hopkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It is with pleasure that I present to you Lorain High School Executive Director of Secondary Education, Mr. Daniel Garvey.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome faculty members, families, parents, and esteemed students. I am thrilled to be here for this National Honor Society induction ceremony. This will be my first my first ceremony here at LHS, but not the first ceremony in my life. I too was a member of this organization, and I am happy to welcome each and every one of the inductees to this exclusive club. As I am sure you are all aware, NHS is about much more than a grade point average. Each inductee has earned this opportunity due to their scholarship, service, leadership, and character. I applaud their efforts that have gotten them to this point, and I am truly excited to see the positive impact they will continue to make to our school, the community, through their leadership. Congratulations again to all of our future inductees, and please enjoy the induction ceremony. Thank you again for being here.
Tonight we celebrate the induction of the Lorain High School Titans into the National Honor Society. The purpose of the National Honor Society at Lorain High School is to create an enthusiasm for scholarship, to stimulate a desire to provide service, to promote worthy leadership, and to encourage the development of character in all of its students. Throughout history, man has recognized and marked for special honor those who excel. In electing individuals to the National Honor Society, the secondary school faculty honors the attainment already made and recognizes the promise of continued excellence in the cherished ideals of the school. With the founding of the National Honor Society in 1921 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the National Council created an official and uniform emblem for the National Honor Society with the 4 fundamental principles that exist to this day: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. The students of Lorain High School that are members of the National Honor Society are successful due to their efforts and those of the important individuals in their lives: parents, relatives, friends, teachers, administrators, and staff. These students are scholars, they are artists, researchers, athletes, musicians, and creative minds who are among the very best in their class. And everyone who has touched their lives should be proud of their induction into the National Honor Society. At this time, I would like to introduce the elected officials for the 2018-2019 Lorain High National Honor Society. As I introduce each officer, I will present them with a rose. This rose is a symbol of your initiation and membership in the National Honor Society. First off, Treasurer, Senior, Jamalix Claudio. Secretary, Senior, Daniel Ortiz. Senior Vice President, Mayor Ritchie. President Senior, Fabian Perez. It is now my privilege to turn the program over to the President of the Lorain High School National Honor Society, Mr. Fabian Perez.
I will now light this center candle to symbolize the LHS flaming torch, and as the candle represents the fundamental principles of character, scholarship, leadership, and service. The Lorain High Orchestra, under the direction of Mr. Timothy Civic, will now provide music as the National Honor Society inductees process into the auditorium. It is my honor to introduce the 2018-19 members of the Lorain High National Honor Society. All right. Azaria Blair. Naya Espedia. Christopher Gannett. Lavelle Hall, Jr. Hannah Hilko. Carissa Holcomb. Gabriella Jackson. Molly Codman. Marlena LaBoy. Alana Lopez. Kalia Mayer. Allison Otero. Sarah Ortiz. Maya Pappas. AJ Ramos. Isabella Teeter. Julissa Vargas. Blow it out. Blow it out. Jasmine Vasquez. Ladies and gentlemen, I will now present the new senior inductees of the National Honor Society. Olivia Alvarado. Charisma Christensen. Kyle Zapp. Cameron Davis. Emily Fairchild. Tyler Gargis. Lisandra Gomez. Zachary King. Ariana Leandre. Demaya Leva. Harley Ann McQuaid. Caitlin Ramey Rowland. Kiara Riggins. Seriana Rivera. Steve Rosario. La Portia Smith. Destiny Torres. Omar Vargas. Selena Vasquez. Bianca Vega. Tejana Whitfield. Ladies and gentlemen, the new junior members of the National Honor Society. Nathan Kasner. Sundus Daif. Kamar Hali. Sean Hall. Trent Jackson. Shavsha Jenkins. Angelina Lopez. Cody Lucenti. Angela Manasieva. Cassidy Miller. Savion Noble. Jeremiah Perez. Jay Rivera. Mercedes Rivera. Jacob Salisbury. Chantel Shannon. Jessica Valdez. Yasel Valdez. Joseph Vaughn. Reynaldo Velasquez. At this time, we will recite the Pledge of the National Honor Society. Inductees, please repeat after me. I pledge myself, to uphold the high purposes, of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true, to the principles, for which it stands. I will be loyal, to my school, and will maintain and encourage high standards of character, scholarship, leadership, and service. I now proclaim you duly installed members of the National Honor Society. Inductees, you may now be seated. I would now like to introduce our Vice President, Maya Ritchie.
As Vice President of the National Honor Society, it is my honor to present the speakers for tonight's induction ceremony. We will now hear from a few selected members on the key principles of character, scholarship, leadership, and service. Our first speaker tonight is Ariana Leandri, speaking on character. Ariana Leandri is a proud member of the Lorain High varsity cheer team and has been a cheerleader for 6 years. She is currently on the president of the Model United Nations Club here at Lorain High, and outside of school, she is part of the Mercy Hospital's Rising Star Program and the Lorain County Youth Fund through the Lorain County Community Foundation. Ariana was chosen to present the youth of Lorain's Latino community at national summits in San Antonio, Texas, and Los Angeles, California. She plans on majoring in political science, but is currently undecided in the university to attend. She plans to pursue law school in hopes of becoming an immigration lawyer. She wants to thank her family and her varsity cheer sisters who provided her with the confidence, courage, and support she needed to continue succeeding in school. Ariana is thankful for the opportunity to be part of the National Honor Society and is excited for what the future has in store.
Good evening and welcome. I would like to start with congratulating my fellow peers on their achievements, which have given them the opportunity to be here tonight among the elite of Lorain High. I would also like to congratulate the parents and educators that have set the standards that you all have risen to in order to become a person of integrity, diligence, and character. As said by Helen Keller, character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. I know that the road to success is not an easy one. Each one of us have experienced struggles and hardships that have made us feel as if we would not triumph. Though we may not realize it, these roadblocks have strengthened our souls and inspired our ambition, which is needed to accomplish our dreams. These difficult experiences have developed our strength, and through our failures and struggles is how we truly begin to build our character. Being here tonight sets the standard, or continues the standard, for your character. While being inducted into the National Honor Society is an award for your character to this point, it is also an opportunity for you to continue setting standards and continuing on the road to success. Character is defined by a chain of actions and decisions you have made which compromise you. Character is what you choose to do or say when nobody is watching. It is not based on whom someone tells you to be or what your friends and classmates think, but about taking action towards what you know is right. Your character started forming years ago, and it is being molded and developed as we speak. Our character defines much of who we are, how we think, why we act, and what we say or do. How you treat, view, and respond to others who may be different from you provides a clear indication of your character. It determines what we say yes to, and it determines what we say no to. It gives us understanding that right is right, even if everyone is against it, and that wrong is wrong, even if everyone is for it. Our character provides us with the courage to choose and do what is right. A person of character does not rely on peers to determine the right course of action, but follows their heart and strives to make the best choices possible. But by no means am I saying that to be a person of character, you have to be perfect. Nobody is perfect, especially me. My parents are in the audience, and you could probably ask them after this how many mistakes I've made. It'll be worth it. I love you too. But it's okay, because at this point, no one expects you to be perfect anyways. In fact, making mistakes plays an extremely important part in building and developing our character. How we choose to learn and grow from the wrongs we made and think of ways to make the wrongs right is how we show our character. Tonight, I hope that you all are able to reflect on the standards and principles that you have set for yourself and the actions you have made towards fulfilling your goals and priorities. Are you making choices you believe in rather than doing what other people tell you to do? Do you try to set an example of excellence in and out of school? When you stumble, are you able to pick up and carry on with integrity? More importantly, what are your actions and habits when no one is looking? I hope you make a commitment to yourself to make your actions and habits fulfill a life of legacy and excellence. I hope you take your induction into the National Honor Society as a challenge to be a greater student, role model, and person. And please remember, in the words of Gandhi, watch your thoughts, for they become words. Watch your words, for they become actions. Watch your actions, for they become habits. Watch your habits, for they become your character. And watch your character, for they become your destiny. Congratulations on your accomplishments this far and for being an example as to what character is and should be. Thank you.
Next, we have Maya Pappas speaking on the principle of scholarship. Maya Pappas is a senior and a second-year member of the National Honor Society. In addition to being part of NHS, Maya helps to lead the marching band as one of the drum majors and is an active member of the Leo Club. She is also part of the CCP program at Lorain High and is on track to receive an Associates of Arts degree upon graduation. Next fall, she plans to attend college to pursue a degree in English. Maya is excited to see what the rest of her senior year brings and is looking forward to whatever life has in store for her.
Hello. The character, qualities, activity, or attainments of a scholar. That is the dictionary definition of scholarship. I have always thought of scholarship simply as academic achievement, but it's so much more, not just in the dictionary definition, but to each individual. Many kids go to school for one reason and one reason only, to graduate. They just want to get out of school so they can get on with their lives, so to speak. It's not enjoyable, it's just something they have to get done. But for the people on the stage with me tonight, I know that is not the case. From a very young age, I loved to go to school. I loved buying new school supplies. I loved cracking open that fresh notebook on the first day. I loved seeing my friends and going to recess. But what I loved even more was the knowledge I was gaining. I really enjoyed learning new things, even if it was something as small as a fun fact. I loved learning so much, in fact, that I would become irritated when we had to cover old information again. When I started writing this speech, I had no clue where I was going with it. I spent many, many frustrating hours mulling over what exactly I would say. I had my beginning, but nowhere to go. But then, I had an idea. I decided to ask a friend what scholarship meant to him. His first response was, "Can you define it?" The only thing I can think of is money. Many of us immediately think this when we hear scholarship, but money does not even touch the surface of what scholarship can actually mean. So I shared with him the dictionary definition that I've already shared with you. After that clarification, he responded with, "It means that you're trying your absolute hardest to be the best person that you can possibly be. You're performing to the best of your abilities." I found this to be quite a profound definition. It's a personal twist on a not-so-personal word, and many people would not be able to come up with that. Having that conversation with my friend really proved to me how different everyone's view of scholarship is. I revised my own definition after this conversation. To me, scholarship is a love of education and success in that education. My love of learning has brought me a long way. From being in the top 10% of my class to being accepted into the National Honor Society last year, my definition of scholarship rings true for me. I know that nearly everyone up here has a definition for scholarship that they hold dear, whether it's one they made up or one they pulled out of a dictionary. But we have all found what it means to us and worked as hard as we could to make that definition a reality. So thank you to all of our parents, our teachers, and our peers who have helped push us along and made our definitions of scholarship true for us. Thank you.
Molly Codman will be speaking on leadership. Molly Codman is a second-year National Honor Society member. She's a 4-year varsity cheerleader and participates in many clubs within the school. In her free time, she enjoys being engaged in community service opportunities as well as a variety of other different activities. She will be graduating this spring with both her associate's degree and honors. She plans on attending Miami University to study biomedical engineering in the fall.
National Honor Society is made up of many different types of students with many different qualities that have come together creating such an amazing group. Being in National Honor Society means many different things to us. It can mean that you are an active participant in your community, a role model in your school, or something else. It goes beyond the 3.5 GPA and the teacher recommendations to make you a member of National Honor Society. We are all members because of our character, and a very important part of our character is our leadership. Our leadership not only in our school, but also in our community. The dictionary describes a leader as the person who leads or commands a group, organization, or a country. But that's not all it means to be a leader. A leader can be someone who has a vision, someone who's so passionate about their vision that they won't stop until they are able to achieve it. They'll move past any obstacle that is in their way and not let anyone stop them. Someone that has a goal that they didn't believe could be achieved at first, but they push through, defying all odds. A leader can be someone prepared for anything and isn't afraid to change their plan. Someone that can delegate or take on more responsibilities. Leaders cooperate with everyone and help create a sense of harmony because they know there is something greater that they are trying to achieve. A leader can be someone that has respect for others and gains respect in return. Someone who teaches others by leading by example. Someone who's courageous and responsible. Responsible not only for themselves, but also for others. Someone who knows the consequences of their actions and is able to own them. A leader can learn from their mistakes and uses them to grow. Someone that does not let anyone tear them down because they know that there is better to come. But most importantly, a great leader is someone who inspires others. Inspires them to follow in their footsteps or to do better. A leader is someone that inspires them to become great leaders themselves, empowering them through everything they do. That's what it means to be a leader to me. All of us up here have shown that we are leaders in many different ways. Whether it's tutoring kids in the school, spending time with buddies at lunch, or some of us are student athletes, able to balance everything that we do. But it goes beyond just in the school. Helping out in our community, doing volunteer activities, and much more. Everything that we have done has created great leaders. Although some of us may not realize it, we are constantly showing our leadership skills. Participating in group discussions, we show our leadership. This has to be the most important aspect of a student in National Honor Society. It has created such an amazing group of scholars who are able to achieve anything. This is something I am proud of and something I know that we are all proud of. National Honor Society is something we are lucky to be in and something we will hold with us forever. Thank you.
Lastly, Caitlin Ramey Rowland will speak on service. Caitlin Ramey Rowland is currently a senior here at Lorain High School. She enjoys participating in cheerleading and band. Caitlin has served her whole life, including 14 years of Girl Scouts, as she earned her Silver and Bronze Award, while currently working on the highest achievement, the Gold Award. In addition, Caitlin is involved in the Leo Club and Key Club, as well as mentoring for Big Brother and Big Sister, and is a buddy for our Special Olympics team. Caitlin is largely involved in her church. She has been on 3 mission trips with her youth group in Pennsylvania, Nashville, and Costa Rica. In addition to her involvement in the youth group, Caitlin also loves volunteering for various youth activities in her church, including VBS. Another important aspect of her life are the various committees she gets to be a part of at school, like the CEO Advisory Committee, CEO Community Forums, and finally, Titan Innovation. Caitlin's favorite thing to do is serve, and she looks forward for what the future holds as she attends Kent State University in the fall, majoring in fashion merchandising with the prospect of becoming a fashion buyer.
Good evening. Juliet Gordon Low once said, "The work of today is the history of tomorrow, and we are its makers." In other words, the service we do today will soon be a part of history. Yet we are here today, indebted to those who served to pave the path before us. As the founder of Girl Scouts, Juliet Gordon Low has had a big impact on my life. At the age of 4, I began to learn the importance of service when I became a daisy in Girl Scouts. The first thing I learned was the Girl Scout promise. In fact, in order to earn your first daisy patch, you have to memorize the Girl Scout promise. On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law. These are the values that were instilled in me. The law states, "I will try to serve God and my country, and to help people at all times." I learned that at any age, you can make a difference for others. From saving bottle caps to be recycled into park benches for the homeless, or going on international mission trips, no act is ever too small or too large. Girl Scouts helped me learn the importance of service. Service is defined as the action of helping or doing work to help someone. Service can be common courtesy, such as opening the door for someone, or it can be part of a larger project. But it is a call to action, a movement to help others. Because of the experiences I had and still have through Girl Scouts, I was moved to continue my volunteer work outside of Girl Scouts while in high school. It is these groups and clubs that have given me the opportunity to serve with most of the people on the stage with me today. We serve through Leo Club, Key Club, National Honor Society, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Special Olympic Buddies, and various other volunteer opportunities, but we make a difference. Not only do we make a difference here, we make a difference within the community. Our tradition of service here at Lorain High is something I will always be grateful for as we prepare to leave here and embark on our future endeavors. As the seniors here today prepare to move on from high school and prepare to take the next step in our story, we will always be able to take with us the experiences we have been so blessed to have here. It is these experiences that shape our lives. Every person and every organization we have met has shaped us and given us a better understanding of others and ourselves. While we serve to make a difference for others, this same service has made a huge difference in us. Service is one of the core values of the National Honor Society. I believe that service is a core value because in order to be truly successful, you must be a maker of history. You must work to make a difference every single day. My hope is that as we leave Lorain High School, we continue to know its importance and make time for it. That we continue to be makers of history, no matter what paths we may take. Thank you.
A special thanks for helping with tonight's ceremony goes out to Helen Pagan, Dino Pappas, Tim Civic, the JRTC, and officers Simon, Joe Bach, and the entire custodial staff for making this evening possible, as well as the mother of Damaya Leva and her donors for the senior robes and sashes. Ladies and gentlemen, there will be refreshments in the cafeteria at the conclusion of the ceremony. National Honor Society members, please rise, and as the ceremony concludes, take with you the pride and prestige that goes with being a member of the National Honor Society.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.